25 years and I still can't figure out if that smell is bad sanitation or just the abject loss of hope.
I don't smell anything.
Wasn't keeping up with that facade anymore.
So who are you?
Well, look at you. American on the inside and useful on the outside. You're the perfect wolf in sheep herder's clothing. Way better than the SoCal douchebag I had to babysit at my last stop.
Ah yes, Willis Huntley, the CIA ghost agent that keeps popping up in different Far Cry games. Welcome back to another Kyrat deep dive from Screen TV Magic, guys. My name is Max, and we've explored Pagan Min's dramatic and Sabal Simmons, Amita's ambition, and Longinus gun preacher paradox. But now it's time for someone who hides in the shadows, someone who's well connected, who connects us to, well, one of the actual characters that connects us to from Far Cry 3 up until Far Cry 5. All those games that actually suggest us that all those games are in the same universe. He makes us question who's pulling the strings, send us on a dicey missions, and might leave you in prison. That's Willis Huntley, CIA operative, spy, and maybe the guy who invented the phrase trust but verify, then betray. Let's break him down, man.
All this? It's all fucking useless.
What, you forget you're an American? Americans knock.
Where's the original journal?
I told you, the more work you do for me, the more little black bars get put out to pasture. Come on.
Now, who is Willis? Willis is an American CIA operative. He appeared in Far Cry 3, 4, 5, and in Far Cry 4, he plays a smaller but nevertheless pivotal role, man, in the story itself. Born in 1965, Long Island, New York, enlisted in the CIA operative, often shady and frequently morally compromised, known as the Man in White in Far Cry 3.
What are you? Some kind of spy?
I'm not gonna confirm or deny that. Just messing with you. I work for Langley, Agent Willis Huntley.
Oh, great. I need to get help from the Army and the government.
You can't. I'm embedded, not really in contact with Central Intelligence.
So, you're alone here?
No. You kidding? I got a whole team. They're out in the field, but they'll be back. These scans they sent have opened up a grade A can of worms.
He has been involved in operations to counter drug trafficking and trafficking slaves in Far Cry 3 in the Rogue Islands with Hoyt, Valka, etc. And later turns up in Kyrat in Far Cry 4 in an antagonistical role.
Ajay Ghale.
Yeah?
Son of Mohan Ghale. Golden Path founder, shot dead. Raised by your mother stateside. Now back in Kyrat to fulfill her final wish.
Who is this?
You can find that out after you help me land my bird at the airport.
And why would I want to do that?
You're in this to fight the good fight and shoot bad guys, not play 20 questions. The sooner you help me, the sooner you can get back to invoking stand your ground laws on foreign soil. Besides, I have intel for you.
Hello?
Willis appears in Far Cry 4 in the mission Free Willis. In that mission, AJ helps Willis at Kyrat International Air, where he clears snipers, protects his plane landing, and help him escape after a betrayal attempt. After that, Willis gives AJ a document containing AJ's parents' background, which is important for AJ's self-understanding, since AJ is on an understanding to his past and he's trying to know more about his parents' background, because it seems like AJ didn't know much and everyone else keep pulling him this way, keep pulling him that way. This ties Willis into the Golden Path story beyond just by being a spy. He also sends AJ to the missions that involve risk, sometimes involving betrayal or potential moral compromise. He's less of a hero, more of a necessary evil in the story.
AJ, I wasn't joking when I said cut your target open. I need you to keep the body intact. Guns and explosives do too much damage, so you'll have to use a blade. Time for some good old-fashioned wet work.
Why the hell do you need the body intact?
Oh, AJ, I won't lie to you.
So that was a fucking lie.
Though his trustworthiness is always under question, but AJ is still on a mission to try and figure out, what his parents is, and this guy holds another key to unlock AJ's background and tell him more information about his parents. It helps push AJ's journey forward, knowing who Mohan and Ishwari where it is crucial for AJ. He wants to know more about his parents. Willis is using that, not just weapons, but knowledge as leverage. In subsequent missions, Willis involves AJ in action to weaken Pig and Min's hold, sometimes by morally murky tasks. There's betrayal, sometimes double dealings. He's never fully evil, but also never fully clean. He plays both sides, which is very cruel in Far Cry 4 because he definitely helped Jason out in the game. But that goes a long way because there he's on a mission where he's sent by his CIA comrades. And probably in Far Cry 3, he just did that, you know, for his moral compass, since AJ is an American in a foreign country. So that really plays on Willis's side. So he sees an American and he tries to help him out in a foreign country. Whereas AJ, even though AJ is an American, but he's originally from Kyrat, so he's fighting his own people, and Willis is on a mission. He didn't care about AJ at all because AJ is from Kyrat, fully American. So I think Willis was a bit racist on that, you know, on those counts, but at the same time, he was on a mission and he takes his work extremely seriously.
I'm gonna lay down some truth for you, and it's not gonna be pretty. Your dad tried to kill your mom because she was about to walk away from everything. The golden path, Kyrat, the cause.
But what?
Fact. Your mom was Hakuna Matata, or whatever the heck they call the young girls. Fact. Your mom was spying on Pagan, even though she liked the guy. Fact. Your father was a patriot, and I've never met a patriot who isn't a son of a bitch. As for the rest of it, another of Yuma's lieutenants needs doing. Take care of it!
Willis knew Mohan Ghale's name and history. He uses knowledge of AJ's parents to motivate or manipulate AJ. AJ's identity relative to Mohan is something Willis carries forward. And it kind of seems like Willis really know Mohan Ghale, since he kept saying his dad is a patriot, but he's a, not allowed to say the word. But yeah, he seems to know more than he bargains for about Mohan Ghale. He actually knows more about his parents than AJ himself. But it seems like he has actually met AJ's dad the way he actually speaks about it. There's no known direct connection between Willis and Ishwari, AJ's mother, but it does kind of seem like they have met, probably. I would think there was some history between AJ's dad and Willis, and he probably just met his mom around the way, because the way he actually talks about her, it seems like he actually saw her, or probably just know from the history of Mohan himself.
Did you eliminate the target?
Yeah, I took care of him. Are we going after
Get
Yuma
in.
now?
Consider this information your last paycheck. You've been killing CIA assets this entire time. We're cleaning house. Pagan no longer represents a clear and present danger to the U.S. We needed to erase our footprint with Kyrat. You did a damn fine job of it!
Willis is cynical, sarcastic, sometimes rude. He recruits AJ by appealing to patriotism, then pushes the moral boundaries. He's calculating, fearless, and loyal to the CIA. As I said, like he was just there, you know, to do his mission, and AJ just happens to be there to help him out with his mission. But he ends up betraying AJ, even though, you know, AJ is from America, but ends up betraying AJ anyway. Willis's motives seems partly ideological. Stop drug trafficking, destabilize threats, partly pragmatic CIA interests, and partly self-preserving. He's not a villain in like the cartoon sense. He does what CIA does, actually, mostly. He's, you know, the embodiment of the CIA. You know, they deal with the dictators and also deal with the people stopping the dictators themselves. They always stand in the middle. You know, they're just one of the organizations that are truly neutral. And I think the Far Cry developers wanted to implement that in the game, and Willis is the embodiment of that. He's one character that stands on all of them. So Willis Huntley is not the flashy villain. He's not a ruler with a palace or a preacher with a following, but he's one of the most dangerous, someone who gives you the truth, but only the parts to serve his agenda or his CIA buddy's agenda. He holds papers, he knows history, and he's willing to use both to push you forward or back. He reminds us that sometimes the side you trust is just the side that's best at hiding its betrayal. Anyway, man, yeah, and that's it for Willis Huntley. So Willis is not, you know, a villain in the Far Cry 4, and I'm only gonna talk about him, and I've only talked about him in the Far Cry 4 sense, not, you know, his role in the other games, because in Far Cry 3 he plays a different role than what he plays in Far Cry 4. We can actually view him as somewhat of a villain in Far Cry 4, since he comes very much as an antagonistic, but at the same time he plays a really pivotal role in the story itself, and he does actually help AJ get a bit of sense of, you know, his parents and his history with his parents and all that jazz. But at the same time, he does what, you know, everyone else is trying to do to AJ. They're sending him this way, they're sending him that way, while giving him little to no sort of information, even though he does give up a whole bunch of information. But at the same time, it doesn't do him any favors. So that's how Willis is. But yeah, man, I hope you enjoy my deep dive on Willis Huntley. I'll probably do another deep dive on Willis Huntley in Far Cry 5, but in that game he doesn't play any role and he's not involved at all in the story. I mean, if you play Far Cry 5 and only do the story missions, you will hardly notice that there's someone like Willis Huntley in Far Cry 5, because he's only there as a side mission and only sends you on 1 or 2 missions, and that's it for him. I guess they just throw him there, you know, as just, hey, there's also Willis Huntley in this game, since this game takes place in the US, so we gotta have someone like Willis, you know, in the game, even though he's not gonna play a really pivotal role in Far Cry 5. I don't know if he appears in Far Cry New Dawn. If you guys have seen him in Far Cry New Dawn, please let me know, man. Please tell me, and tell me where too, because I never seen him. I've played Far Cry New Dawn probably 3 to 4 times, but I've never noticed anything about Willis Huntley. Please guys, let me know if you guys have seen Willis Huntley in Far Cry New Dawn, and also share your comments. Don't forget to subscribe, you know, always subscribe and share your comments, drop your opinions, let me know what you guys think. Anyway, for me, Max, Screen TV Magic,
I will see you when I see you.
I found a key on one of the bodies.
I'm out of metals, kid. Call me when the commander is dead.